Hello my beautiful Scorpions, how are we doing? Welcome to your September Zodiac reading. I've already pulled the cards, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and yeah, let's get on with it. The main energies behind your whole reading was spirituality and domestic harmony. On top of that, we got from the Lover's Oracle, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Just in those 4 cards that really popped out of the deck, there's this huge need for you to get back into yourself and really connect back to who you are. I feel like a lot of you guys were in a relationship that really took you out of everything that makes you who you are. And you kind of lost that sense of home and that sense of belonging and that sense of just inner knowing as well. It's really awesome to see because the first card of your reading is the 8 of Pentacles, and this already says to me you've worked so hard mastering who you are. And I feel like this was the last straw of really lowering yourself down for somebody else. And I feel like you finally have stood up to going, I know who I am. I know exactly what I want in life, and setting up those boundaries. But in saying that, there's this need for also a huge amount of balance from you, because I feel like you got out of a really shitty relationship that messed with sort of area of your life, and you've been slowly rebuilding yourself, but also spent many relationships in all sort of avenues picking yourself up time again because you've been abused or been walked over, and you've offered your hand only for it to be abused. And there's this opportunity now, or this shift in your mental space where you go, or you have gone, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep giving. I can't keep letting myself be in these situations because it's messing with every area of my life. I've lost connection to myself and knowing what I want, and I want to start rebuilding that. I feel like that's the mentality that you Scorpions are in currently. I feel like the month of September is a really good month for you to really fly solo and really understand yourself and really go in and find that connection back to who you are. But I feel like it's really important not to hold on so tightly to the past in regards to the pain it caused you and the mistakes you've made, but really allow those things to push you into being a better person and being a better lover, being a better friend, not for anyone else but for yourself, to really connect back to yourself and really have that beautiful love, divine love within and externally. despite you going through like this shitty relationship, or in this case shitty relationships, there's this love coming in for you, and I want you to know that you are so deserving of this love, and you've worked so hard. Whether you've just started working on yourself to like build these boundaries, or you've already put them in place, know that sometimes we have to trust ourselves and let our guard down, because boundaries is all good and well, but also being connected to yourself and knowing what you want and understanding your emotions and your feelings and what you're doing is what guides us through life. And this is why it's really important to take some time for yourself and really understand what you've been through and what you've gone through, and know what you want, because when the right person comes around, you won't obsessively put up your guard and boundaries and might lose an opportunity of a lifetime. But instead, you can really trust yourself and go, okay, am I delegating my energy in the right way? Is this person deserving of my love and my attention? But just be careful, Scorpios, that you aren't putting up a huge guard, because you don't want yourself to get broken again. Because you're already aware, you've mastered your craft, you have been through it like no tomorrow. You already know this. It's really connecting to yourself and trusting you, and really observing your body and your emotions and trusting that intuition of yours, and really getting in tune with you. I feel like there's a relationship like just blossoming within yourself, and you can finally have peace at home, but peace within you. I feel like you spent so long like struggling to be you or understand what even you is, but this time of taking a step back and really feeling and also analyzing, there's like a balance of both. You really do find that connection to you. You've, like I've said, you've been through it. You have the knowledge, the wisdom, you've mastered the craft of getting back down but getting back up, and having yourself just being taken advantage of in all sort of areas where you've given so much of your time and so much of your energy to people, and it's only been abused and walked over, and you've left yourself really feeling tired, exhausted, drained, broken and hurt. But those times are over now, and you're finally listening to that inner call of yours, and instead of going on what other people want, you're finally going, what do I want? What does my body need? What does my soul deserve? What am I wanting in life? I feel like you've reached sort of like an end of a cycle, and you're looking at everything that you do have and going, was it even worth it? And where do I go from here? And I feel like you spend a lot of time in that headspace of really shutting yourself down, and that's when you need to open yourself up the most and stop putting up these protective barriers, these walls, and actually let them carry you into the next chapter of your life, instead of it creating a barrier like in the Nine of Wands, but more like the Seven of Wands. Let it carry you. Let your past, let your everything that you've been through carry you into the next chapter of your life. It is a testimony to your strength and a testimony to everything that you've been through. And know that you've got yourself. You're slowly gaining that connection back, and before you know it, it will hit you with full force. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. It's time to stop thinking what could happen, what could have happened, and thinking so far in the future, but thinking so far in the past that you just get lost in the moment, and really bring yourself into the now and let it go. In order for the new things that you do deserve to come through, allow these, because these new things can't come in if our space is still tangled up with energy from the past. Like, there's this little bit of a storyline going on of like you really struggling because of external things happening to you, and you losing a connection to yourself, but you fighting for it and coming back and bringing that connection back to yourself, but really putting up barriers to not lose that connection again. And because of those barriers, you get lost in your thoughts, and really clouded by the past, the present, and the future, and actually not simply being and just listening to where your intuition guides you. Your intuition is your compass, and once you just start being in the now and go, that's what happened, I need to let it go, and let things come on by. It's like it's just time never stops for nobody. That's why it's important to just be in the now and know where you're currently at, because before you know it, the future comes along. And I feel like that's what's happening in the month of September. There's this huge pause for you, like a bit of a pause, and you are trying to dive into what's next, and spirit comes through and goes, fucking stop. You know exactly what you want. You've been through it every single time, and you've learned a lesson every single time, and this is what it's got you. And at the end of the day, you lost the connection to yourself, but we are slowly going to build that up, because that is what matters the most. Because none of this is important until you know your worth, you know what you deserve, you know who you are, and understand everything about you. So Spirit is coming in this month with a huge tower moment to solidify and bring clarity and healing and sweep away the judgment, the pain, and really put you on the path. And this is why it's important for you to be knowing of how much you deserve these opportunities, and know that you don't deserve to actually hold on to the pain of it all as well. It's a real spiritual month for you, Scorpio, and just finding your little safe haven where you can be you and exploring every avenue of that. But allow yourself to be free and listen to you. You're a beautiful soul experiencing a human life. There is much more to you than the reality of things, basically. And on that note, I'm gonna leave it there, Scorpios. I hope you have a really good month. Share the love. I've left all the links below, and I'll see you next month. Lots of rainbow love.